Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the...
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smith. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Oh, he's got a chance. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. The pitch. It's a seam wide open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. On the snap, it's Smith. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They own the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this playing.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Smith. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You got to control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good. That gets them back to within 10.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick handoff. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Maybe a little more urgency as they start this drive down 13-3. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And this Wildcat is going to be deep long, stopped in the backfield.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Listen to this place. Oh, man.
Yo, what's good?
Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Badgers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Hunt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had...
He's loose. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
Now the toss. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. It's Edwards. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first two attempts. Is the third time that he'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Back to pass, it's Sayed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in a half. Got a man. It's Grant. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on third. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances. Get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game. But right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Edwards. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get them on the ground like they did right here.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff to the single running back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He'll toss it.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On the direct snap, it's Smith. Now the toss. Crosses to 40. At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of started.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Oh, hey.
Guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the bat. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Badgers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Smith. Turning on the Jets. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Edwards. Makes the grab. Shakes off the defender. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Running back searching for a hole. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. The Badgers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Let's get in that end zone.
Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab, it's Anthony. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. They get to him as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. They got him That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Off the play fake on first down. He uncorks one deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And I don't know how many people had on their bingo card this guy scoring 2 touchdowns running the football, but you've seen it here, and this is something we're seeing more and more in college football. Wide receivers getting involved on option plays, and it's a great idea. I love it. Put him out in space. If nobody accounts for him, just flip him the football, let him go do the rest, scoring another touchdown here.
He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The option look. Quick toss. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air, it's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 4 over Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ohio State offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision motivation will be questioned for a while.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Timeout.
Defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Wide open spaces. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option, the give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? You start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
My son. My son.